What's going on, y'all? It's time for part 3 of the $20 box from Twitter user 1 million Cubs. I haven't mentioned it on the first two, but obviously his goal is to trade all of his non-Cubs cards for Cubs cards and acquire 1 million Cubs cards. So if you're not on Twitter, man, you got just excess of cards, maybe this is your chance to trade him some Cubs cards and get your team back. That's what he likes to do, is work in teams. You know, somebody sends him a couple hundred Cubs, he sends them a couple hundred Rangers or whoever their team is. So might be worth checking out. So anyway, if you've seen the videos before, you know it was a $20 box of cards, and that was with priority shipping. So he made, maybe around $10 off of them. This is all for nostalgia. We're not looking, and I have actually gone through these already, so I know what's in there. But I never had any anticipation of finding a $50 card. I knew it was going to be commons. I got no problem with that. It was just all for the fun and nostalgia of it. So, we're going to get a little serious today. We're probably going to go through about 500 cards. Try to make it as quick as I can, though, because nobody wants to sit on here all day. So, got a couple stacks out here. This is, I think, a 300 or 400, probably a 400 count box. So, I've emptied all of our contents in that. Yeah, it's a BCW 400 count box. So, alright, let's start over here. Let's start with some cool old insert cards. These are Premier Finest. I think these came in O-Pee-Chee Premier, and they were inserts. So I got a Robert Reichel, 40 goals, 2 Reichels, a Ray Shepard, Wendell Clark, definitely the best one, but gotta love the finest look. Teemu Selanne, very nice. There were some decent, inserts, parallels. I got a Shane Corson artist proof here. This box has a decent amount. Some of the cards that are in the sleeves are actually pretty decent. So, I mean, Corson was a decent player for many years, so artist proof. Again, I'm going to just try to trade these on Trading Card Database anyway. 94-95 score gold line Teemu Selanne. I thought these were cool. Pavel Bure, I don't know, some kind of sport flick type thing. Pinnacle Icebreakers or something. Let's see what we got here. Daniel Cleary. He wasn't with the Hawks when I was following them, but that's a cool looking card. Gold rookie, so I'll probably throw it in there. Let's see what we got here. So some of those, I think the OHL cards that they did in the early part of the 2000s. Brad Stewart did make the NHL. Love those Pinnacle inserts that went in the score sets that year. Alright. Some O-Pee-Chee from a few years back. Not really looking at any stars. Not gonna lie, I did not realize Paul Kariya played for the Blues at the end of his career. Still kind of in my hockey dead time. What a terrible Upper Deck design. 2006, 2007. Oh, these are brutal. As Charles Barkley would say, terrible. Ugh. I hope whoever came up and approved that. That's a cool Thrashers. So that would have been the Atlanta Thrashers. Something? No? Because there's got a Ducks logo on it. I don't know. Maybe that was some kind of throwback jersey. Because it does say Anaheim on it. Anaheim in the script, and then Mighty Ducks is the text. Alright. I don't recall ever seeing those sweaters. Peter Forsberg, Hall of Famer. Jaromir Jagr, future Hall of Famer. These are these are definitely more recent. These are 13, 14. I noticed some of these, so if you see the Lori Korakovsky and then see the Keith Yandel below it, the gold foil is missing, or silver foil, I'm sorry. So That's something a little different. And I looked at them, and the card numbers seem right, so they're not something like a stadium giveaway or something like that. So I'm gonna have to look into those. I got a Yandel, a Bodker over here, and this other stack I had a Foligno. So hopefully I can find some team or player collectors that'll take something different like that on. I would love to have an Andrew Shaw like that. When I was doing the Andrew Shaw projects, would have been really cool to have found something like that. I'm sure they were out there, obviously. So we got a little Carey Price action there. It's definitely a star player. Another Carey Price. I think you're going to see more Carey Price. So some Sports Legends. I think these were Panini cards. Yeah. Vecchio Coffee, LaFontaine. Alright. Some Black Diamond. There's Paul Correa again with the Blues. No idea what this is. Probably, yep, there it is. Be a player or something like that. Johnson. Yeah, I don't even know what these things are. So Mike Modano, that will go in the fiancé's binder. Oh gosh, more of those horrible, horrible Upper Deck design cards. Although there was a John Michael Lyles there, though I'm not really keeping much of his. I was collecting him for a while because I was living in Indy and he was from, that's where he was born, although he moved to Michigan early and ended up playing at the University of Michigan. It just gave me a common player to collect that was kind of fun, but kind of stopped on that. So we got Ultra from a handful of years ago. So these are like 96, 97 Upper Deck. It's a Patrick Waugh. I do remember these where they had the dates and the descriptions, and I was collecting NASCAR at the time, and I was collecting a lot more NASCAR than hockey, and I remember this same set from the NASCAR was pretty cool. So a couple of Patrick Waughs. Brian Berard, who had a long NHL career, 5-sport die cut. John Madden and Brian Rafalski, rookies. Those guys both had long careers in the NHL. We're about halfway done. A Damon Lango die cut. Kachuk. So more of those golds like the Solani we saw earlier. Michael Renberg. Another Solani. Another Waugh. These are Parkhurst, what were these called? Emeralds, I believe, just because the Parkhurst logo was a deeper green. As you can see, it was a foil embossed. There's that Gordie Howe legend. Cool. It's like the area got a lot of Sabres here. There's another one of those with no foil. Said hopefully we'll find somebody that wants to trade for those. If not, I'm sure I can give them to somebody. They will find a good home and be appreciated. So on these Upper Decks, I noticed this. I don't know exactly what's going on. If you notice, there's a blue Upper Deck logo, and then the bottom is more gray, so I don't know if these were a parallel set. Again, in my dark era of hockey cards, so I'm not 100% sure. I don't know if they're a different set. Ugh, these kind of stick together. Are these 98, 99? I don't think so. I think they're newer than that. No, 2001, 2002. But man, they are sticking together like those Upper Deck choice cards from a few videos ago. Oh, brutal. They do not want to slide. Ugh. Yeah, I'm going to keep complaining. Okay, almost done. Almost done. Okay, we're through it. A peachy rainbow of some sort. All these cards pretty much will go. I'll be putting those in my trading card database to trade off. Yeah. Do not like this design either from Upper Deck. Just these names are very difficult to read on a lot. Actually, of course, I stop on one where it's not as bad. But some of those were pretty rough. Hard to read those names. Not a fan. We must be coming up on the run of Canadians that I know is in here. So, going to see some Carey Price, I believe. Camilleri, Guy Carbonneau. Probably said that wrong. Okay. This is the last stack right here from this bunch. Stamkos. Here we go, more Canadians. There's Carey Price, Carey Price, Carey Price. I knew there was a run coming here somewhere. So, you know, it's not as easy to trade with people in Canada anymore because it's gotten some Subans, because it's gotten expensive to ship both ways. So, it's a little tougher to trade those guys off because there's not a whole lot of Canadians or Maple Leafs or Oilers fans in the States. And then finally, a few Upper Deck Ice, which do not slide very well. There's a Patrick Kane, so that'll go into my personal collection. My Blackhawks binder. Phil Kessel, as my fiance says, he looks like an insurance salesman. Not sure if you agree with that or not. And not the best picture. But he's kind of rotund. Doesn't keep himself up real well. Has some all male pattern baldness thing going on. So, oh well. It's all in good fun. She's good people. So anyway, look to be... Oh, no, that's not it. I forgot. I was going to do another box. This little box right here. Because I was trying to split the remainder in two. So I apologize for not having my stuff together. Got some shinies here. Holographics. Were these probably like 99, 2000, 98, 99, something like that? They say 99 on the back, so there you go, 98, 99, so these are 99, 2000. Definitely some cool looking cards. Marty Brodeur. I'm looking at them with my own eyes, and I'm looking at them through the camera, and it's not doing them any justice, that's for sure. Theo Fleury, Marian Hossa, Eric Lindros, Roenick. I may have to keep that one, even though he's in the Coyote sweater, just because it is a cool looking card, and I do like that original Coyotes sweater. Curtis Joseph. I know there's some serious Curtis Joseph collectors out there. Peter Bondra. People have forgotten about this guy. That dude was a stud back in the day. Actually, let's look at the back. See, here you go. Second line right there. Goals 46, 52, 31. Dude put up some points. Always liked that guy. He was one of my favorites in that era. Not that I was watching a ton, but when I was, you know, the Caps were the Penguins' biggest rival. And I'm anti-Penguins. Always have been. Always will be. These Pinnacle cards. Is there a Pinnacle inside? So I wonder if these are the ones that came in the cans. Because I feel like I may have seen, maybe it was Ben at Pack-A-Day had mentioned some Pinnacle inside cards, and I know he had a couple of those cans, one or two, that he opened a couple of weeks ago. So maybe that's what these are. I have no idea. I don't think there were any huge names in here. Yes, the old Fish Sticks Islander sweater. Does it look like the Gorton's man maybe or something? So Ethan Moreau, Blackhawks. Go ahead and put that in my binder. Yeah, I don't even know who some of these guys are. Definitely in a Yuri Lettinen Stars. That'll go in the fiance's binder. So these, I had quite a few of these, and I think one of the starting lineups years, this was the card they did. They just put a Kenner starting lineup logo on it. So these look to be 96, 97 Skybox. Not the prettiest cards, but some nice images. Pavel Bure. So there he is wearing that 96. We saw that on another one. I don't remember him ever doing that. I always thought he wore Felix Potvin, Felix the Cat. I always thought Bure wore 10, but so definitely a lot of good players in there. About as good as you can expect from a box that I got such a steal on. If you remember me mentioning before, Keith Tkachuk, never going to like him because he got traded right there for my guy, Jeremy Roenick. Must have been, I think it was this season. Todd Bertuzzi. Guy was a star player for a while. Oh, looks like we got some more. Marty Brodeur. Guys, I would love to hear your comments. I know I keep seeing some thumbs down on mine, so help me out. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. Tell me what you're not liking. Curtis Joseph. Beezer. John Van Beesbrook. These are some cool cards. Got some nice images. I kind of like these. Wonder if that might be a set I put, because this would be right at the end of where I kind of lost my interest in hockey. Patrick Waugh. That'd be a cool, little final set to, from my childhood to put together. I didn't really get back into hockey until I was a bit older. Gary Suter. One of those defensemen. There's a Madonna, an Eric Daze, Tony Amani, Ed Belfour. Ooh. There's some keepers there between my Blackhawks binder and the Fiancé's Stars binder. So I think the rest of these are those 7th inning sketch. If you saw the last video I did, we had a lot of those. I did take a look on Trading Card Database. It looks like a lot of people have these, so maybe I'll be able to trade a few off. Who knows? Let's see if we find anybody in here that made it to the Brent Gretzky. I believe that is Wayne Gretzky's brother. It's a cool sweater. What's the team on that? Brampton. Can't really see. Darren McCarty played for the Red Wings for a while. Those are some sweet sweaters. They look, I don't know, they make me think of the old Tucson Toros minor league team. I don't even think they're called the Toros anymore. Everybody's naming them after their big team, which is, I don't like that, but that's just me. Guy Levesque, related to Triple H. Approximately 3 of you understand what I'm talking about there. Mark Crawford. I'm guessing this. Yep, I guess that's a coach card. He ended up coaching, and I believe not being a very popular coach. Oft fired in the NHL, if I remember correctly. Drake Barahowski made it up there. So definitely some cool little things here. So I never had any of these before this, so it's neat to see them. It's always neat to see something new. So, all right, I promise I'm done this time. I'm going to get you out of here in just a little less than a 20-minute video, which I think is the longest one. So I hope you enjoyed it. Please give me the old thumbs up if you're happy with what I'm doing. I'll leave some comments. Subscribe if you would. Then you can check me out either online at beansballcardblog.com, and I'm on Twitter and Facebook as well. Please give me a follow. I love to talk cards. Been doing this for 30 years and still loving it. So happy collecting, y'all. Everybody stay safe, and I will see you later on.